Here it is, boys. Our first quadruple A game. Ubisoft is full of This game was more boring than Taylor Swift's performance at the Super Bowl. Ubisoft really botched this one. Well, Ubisoft botches every game they touch. It's just a huge problem in the AAA industry in general. Like, look at Suicide Squad. Destroyed the Arkham series completely.
I'm Batman.
And this game was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Ubisoft, you gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. So, this is a series called Is It Worth It? Because I want to help you guys decide if it's worth your time. Is it worth your money? Is it worth your investment? Let's find out. So, basically the story is you wash up on shore and you're greeted by your crew who's pretty angry that you've just gotten blown up by the French or the British, and they feel like you didn't do everything you could do. So you run some errands and then you eventually set off to go make a name for yourself and become a pirate who's feared and respected. So for a couple things I did like about the game, the graphics and the water physics and the audio all passed the vibe check. To be honest, my first 5 to 10 hours was a really good experience. It's just after you get past the visuals and you're playing the game, you start to feel where this game falls short, and it falls short. So that brings me into the gameplay and the gameplay loop. So to make it short and sweet, the gameplay loop goes as followed. You take main missions, you take side quests, or you gather materials to upgrade your boat and your weapons. Main missions and side missions consist of sailing around and blowing up other enemy ships, or getting a resource or finding a resource, whether that's blowing up a ship or just going to speak to somebody, and then taking that resource and bringing it back. Or finding a resource by either blowing up a ship, buying it from a merchant on an island, and bringing that back to the shipwright or the blacksmith to craft you either a new boat or a weapon. But Dimes, what about the hand-to-hand combat? What about the sword play? The only sword play you'll be getting is your hand down your pants while you're playing this game. There is absolutely no hand-to-hand combat, which is a huge no-go. So if there's no hand-to-hand combat, how do you get resources off the boats? Oh, so if you want to get the resources off a boat, you have to get the boat down to about a quarter health and then drive up next to it, and you'll be prompted to press a button to then board the ship, but you won't be boarding because you're the captain. So your crew, in a very fast and quick cutscene, will jump on the boat. You won't see them attack anyone on the boat. They'll take the treasure, and then the boat will sink. Okay, but what about taking over land, like army bases or strongholds? Oh, so when you sail up to a stronghold, you will also be prompted to press a button to start what they call a plunder. When the plunder starts, you have to go through about 4 or 5 waves. The first wave usually is some towers shooting at you with 1 or 2 boats coming into the area. After you do that about 4 or 5 times, your crew will jump off your boat and jump back on in a very nice cutscene. And then you'll get a message that says, "Plunder successful." And then you go on your merry way. And now you have resources for a new ship. So you take these resources and you take them to the shipwright. You have him craft you a boat. Now you want to customize your boat with your weapons and cosmetics. Guess what? All the cosmetics you can get in game really suck. So you have to buy new sails with real money. Isn't that great? So now you can cruise around in style in your $5 sails. Woohoo! Okay, but that can't be all. No, it's not all. There's an end game. So after you progress through the story, you'll meet a nice lady who introduces you to the black market. The black market is basically just a crafting simulator. And how it works is, of course, you have to collect resources. In this case, it's either poppy seeds for opium or sugarcane for rum. You then get the resources, bring the resources to a crafter. It takes 10 seconds to make rum or 10 seconds to make opium. So if you want to make 10, you're going to have to wait like 100 seconds. or 50 seconds. I don't exactly remember the time. And then you'll be asked to then make a delivery where you'll be attacked by ships, and you're just going to be fighting ships and blowing up ships. And by the time you get to this point, it'll be around 10 to 15 hours, and you'll have realized that you've been doing the same thing for 10 to 15 hours. You've been blowing up ships, you've been just sailing, and you have officially wasted your time. Now, the end game does have world events, and you're always online, so as you're sailing around, you'll see other people. These world events consist of generally taking down a big ship, and it usually takes a considerable amount of time to do it. And they can be fun, but again, how many ships can you blow up before you get tired of it? So my conclusion, is the game worth it? Is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? Your investment? At the end of the day, you can spend $60 on a game and get way more bang for your buck. Even in this genre, you have Sea of Thieves if you have Xbox or PC. There's a few even indie titles that are on PC and Xbox that have way better systems. They may not look as good, but they give you the feel that like you're actually doing something. There's a game called Buccaneers that's similar, but you can actually get on land and sword fight and shoot enemies and take over land. But to keep this short and sweet, not worth the $60. If you really want to play this game, if it's really something you're interested in, I would say either wait until it's on sale, which I don't think it's going to be long because I don't see this game doing too well, or like I did, you can get Ubisoft Plus for the month and then cancel it, and then you've got the game for 30 days for $15, so you could give it a try. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know down below, are you guys going to try it? Have you tried it? What are your thoughts? And if there's anything you want reviewed in the near future, let me know and I'll make a video on it ASAP. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.